Imagine a world where destiny's chains never truly bound Eren Yeager. Consider an alternate history, a path untaken, where the weight of a predetermined future was lifted from his shoulders. This is the core concept we explore today, an Attack on Titan timeline where Eren never glimpsed the horrifying events to come. He never saw the future, never felt its inexorable pull. The divergence point is critical. There are no premonitions of the rumbling, no visions of a world scorched by colossal titans. Eren is not set upon a predetermined path of destruction. In this reality, Eren's true agency is paramount. His choices are entirely his own, untainted by the crushing burden of a future he believed he had to fulfill. This thought experiment delves into a profound what-if, setting the stage for a narrative far darker and more suspenseful in its uncertainty than the one we know. Our journey into this alternate reality begins at the basement revelation, that critical juncture in the original story. This was the moment everything changed, the truth of the world laid bare. In this divergent timeline, however, Eren receives no future memories from the attacked Titan. The visions that plagued him, the echoes of his future self, simply do not manifest. Without these glimpses of his future actions, Eren is not compelled toward the rumbling. The horrifying path of global genocide is not presented to him as an inevitability. His mind remains unburdened by the weight of a predetermined fate. The crushing responsibility of a future he felt forced to enact is absent, allowing for genuine deliberation. The future, for Eren, remains a blank slate. It is open to his decisions, unwritten by the hand of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Without the future memories, Eren's internal struggle intensifies dramatically. He faces a true moral dilemma, unguided by the specter of his own future self. His fundamental desires remain unchanged. The drive to liberate Paradis and protect his friends persists, burning as fiercely as ever within him. He stands at a crucial crossroads, grappling with two starkly different paths for humanity's survival. The weight of these choices is immense. One option is the brutal efficiency of the rumbling, an allure of swift, decisive, and total annihilation of their enemies. It is a tempting, albeit horrific, solution. The other is the treacherous path of negotiation and diplomacy, an uncertain and difficult journey towards peace. This route demands patience and immense risk. The absence of the rumbling's predetermined path drastically alters the geopolitical landscape. The world's reaction to Paradis would be fundamentally different. Alliances with Marleyan warriors, once a desperate gamble born of necessity, now become a viable and perhaps even preferable strategic option. Trust could be built. Mikasa, Armin, and the rest of the Survey Corps are no longer pawns in a grand, predetermined game. Their actions and counsel hold genuine sway over Eren's decisions. Their bonds, though fragile, become the bedrock of any potential future. Their fates depend entirely on Eren's choices and the alliances forged with former enemies. The future of Paradis and its defenders hangs precariously in the balance. It is a future shaped by genuine choice, not by the iron grip of destiny. The world outside Paradis would react differently to the absence of the rumbling threat. The immediate existential terror would not be present. Nations might be more inclined to seek a peaceful resolution, to understand the Eldian situation rather than condemn it outright. Dialogue could replace immediate aggression. The pervasive fear that fueled the global war machine could dissipate, replaced by a cautious curiosity or even a willingness to engage. This shift could be replaced by a cautious hope for coexistence between humanity, both inside and outside the walls. A fragile peace might be possible. The world would still be hostile, but perhaps not irrevocably so. The path to understanding, however narrow, would remain open. This alternate timeline would still be punctuated by titanic battles, but of a profoundly different kind. The nature of the conflict would shift. Instead of apocalyptic devastation, we might witness calculated military engagements, strategic skirmishes aimed at securing resources or leverage. The focus would shift to intricate political negotiations and power plays. Diplomacy, espionage, and economic pressure would become primary weapons. The struggle for peace itself becomes a central, high-stakes conflict. It is a battle fought with words and treaties, not just thunderous footsteps. The constant threat of betrayal and renewed conflict would always loom. Trust would be a precious, hard-won commodity, easily shattered. The narrative would emphasize tense negotiations and fragile alliances rather than the overwhelming force of the rumbling. The stakes remain high, but the methods change. The ending, too, would be radically different from the original timeline. The world would not be left scarred by a near-total genocide. Perhaps Paradis finds a way to coexist with the world, albeit with deep scars and necessary compromises. A true peace, however imperfect, could be forged. A new generation, free from the immediate burden of the past's atrocities, could emerge. They would inherit a world striving for understanding, not vengeance. This could lead to a more hopeful future, one where humanity, both inside and outside the walls, could genuinely thrive. It is a future built on choice, not fate. The cycle of hatred might finally be broken, or at least significantly altered. The path forward would be difficult, but not predetermined to destruction. This alternate reality forces us to confront a profound and haunting question about the nature of free will and destiny. It challenges our understanding of the original narrative. Could humanity have been saved without the horrific cost of genocide? Was there truly another way, if only Eren had been free from his future memories? Could a world without the rumbling have offered a different, perhaps more hopeful, ending for all? An ending where sacrifice was not synonymous with annihilation. The answer, lost in the echoes of a future that never was, remains a haunting mystery. It is a testament to the power of choice, even in the face of overwhelming odds.